Okay, I'm headed down to the police station here. Ooh, yeah, there's my phone. Okay, we're just gonna try to file a police report here. Okay, and it always goes the same. They're gonna try to avoid it because they don't want proof. Oh, geez. They don't want anything on paper. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's about, please work mount. It's about to, oh good. Okay, it's 2:15. I'm headed out to Topanga Division. Now they're gonna be difficult like they always are because they don't want proof of what's being done in my life. Oh shit, you need to change batteries here. Okay, we heard a double horn honking after we woke up. I woke up pretty late, around 12 p.m. And detectives leave at 4, so it's 2:23. It's a little late, but they're probably gonna be difficult anyways. Okay, so let's see, this moving truck's a little annoying. Okay, so I want to note the gold Camry. It's always there. It's usually a second one. We have this goldish pickup with the other pickup. The street has, we heard 2 double horn honkings in here. That end is closer to normal. We're going to bring this paperwork. And then we're going to have, oh shit, we're going to have sort of a field day with the, not a field day, but the police are going to sit there and try to figure out how to not file a report here. Okay, so, and it is a death threat. It is 5/1, so it's 3 months ago, but they are connected, linking events. Okay, 2 whites over here, 1 RAV4, 1 Jeep. Okay, and usually this is sort of the ramp-up phase. Now I want to get to LAPD. I want to get this. I have video footage. So you say, well, Kevin, you have overactive imagination. Well, here's the video footage. Oh, we don't want it. Okay. So, alright. Okay, so we're going down to Topanga Division on Shoenbourne, where we get the mental illness cards. Remember, they refuse to do anything with reports. And some of the weird statements from my lawyer, Shep, who is very Jewish. This group is all Jewish, which is interesting. Okay, so I don't know if this Keyvan guy is that's on video the other day. I mean, he looks more Arabic. I don't know, though. You don't know. This Jason Ryan Fishman is Jewish. The Yossi guy is Israeli. Okay, these are all connected events. The security companies are not. They're like Hispanic, and I want to feel important. I'm not making generalizations towards races, but, you know, I want to feel important. So I'm taking security guard positions, working with these sickos. The video, actually, if LAPD wasn't sort of following me around, going, you know, Starbucks doesn't want you at any coffee shop in the world, is pretty intuitive as to what is going on, and most likely the reason they don't want the video to exist is because I explained the situation right before it happens, like so many others, okay? So, hey, you know, things are getting more aggressive here. And we've had this several times with the girls sort of trying to carve me up, working with LAPD, that, me and my car, that, hey, the car tactics are down, but the anger is higher, or better yet, I explained that I simply pull in front of Starbucks for 2 minutes tops, and the effects, okay, and the effects of pulling in front of a coffee shop for 2 minutes, okay, and you're there for 100,000 hours, and you're stalking people, and you won't leave them alone, and like Jason states on his reports, I'm harassing him and this and that. Well, none of it is happening. It's the guy pulling the side of the road to the park. Okay, we have like, I don't know how many incidences. Pull the side of the road, boom, within 10 minutes cops pull up, he's stalking me. Huh? Like, I just pulled to the side of the road here. Okay, right? Now this he's playing a game like you have a computer and there's years of surveillance and okay, so shit, this battery's bad too. Fucking batteries are bad. Okay, so I just realized, so remember that, oh, come on, all the batteries are freaking dead. Okay, so remember last time I was in here, which wasn't that long ago, found police reports about the car vandalism. Jason Ryan comes running in. This would be the second incident of filing a police report that Jason Ryan just magically seeks me out. Okay. And I remember the police officer made me go home and come back because I said, he said, do it online, and I said, it's gonna tell me to come back, and so the linked events from the police officer to Jason. Okay, right. Now these are the things, then they sort of hint that, hey, it's your brother and my real brother, and you say, well, I already fucking know that. This is not, it's why won't they stop and anyone do anything about the situation, right? Okay, so, now Officer Jones took the report. I asked my lawyer to subpoena the video in the courtroom, but my lawyer is, anything that has to do with prosecuting or, hey, well, maybe we should file a counter restraining order. Well, I just do defense. And I mean, come on, it's a fucking restraining order. Okay, and, you know, do you know anyone to, you know, sue for damages and pain and suffering? You know, no response. Hey, can you help? You know, I have a case open with internal affairs. Well, you know, I don't prosecute internal affairs. I didn't say anything about prosecuting. I said, you know, speak to them, say this is what's going on. You know, once again, we're back to, I don't want to say anything bad about a police officer because they're my buddies and they're coming after you, right? Okay, so, because we don't like you. Okay, whatever, right? So that's sort of the, now I don't want to say I know for sure, but, you know, I mean, I've never seen it work out any different from anyone on the planet, which is strange. Okay, it's completely unheard of. Okay, so like if I bring the videos, the Jason Ryan videos around with me on my phone and, you know, whatever. Put that away. This is a positive place. Meanwhile, there's plants of people hunting you. Okay, so that's sort of the doctor guy, but I'll switch and change to everyone. And, why is everyone on the side of Kevin needs to die? Well, it's about mental illness. Well, I don't understand the argument. I mean, how are you going to cure mental illness? By hunting someone for extermination or, I mean, that's the argument of mental illness. What is the mental illness? Is that, right? Nothing's defined. It's just sort of hunt the guy and rid him of the world. Okay, so two whites in the corner here, always in the corner. Okay, so, those have been there for a long time. So the cure for mental illness is locking someone in cages. Right? That's sort of the argument there from them. Well, how does that cure anything? You just lock a guy in a cage. You didn't cure anything. You got him out of your... You don't feel comfortable with him existing. Be running around the open here. And so your cure to make yourself feel better, your insecurity or their insecurity, is to put the person in a cage. Correct? Does that cure anything? No. Did it change anything? No. Did that do anything about anything? No. It's just, I don't want to see, like Jason Ryan states on his trainer, I don't want to see him. You know, I don't want him here. I want to own Ralph's. I want to own Topanga Canyon. I want to own Owen's Mouth. And I don't want to see him. And if I find out that he's in Kansas City, he moved to Kansas City posting things about his life, he's going to get upset, and he doesn't want to see it, right? Because that's information about my life on the, just like Jason Perelman, that's information about the truth, and he doesn't want to see it. And that could get to his friends or his neighbors or that guy over there, and the truth, and he doesn't want to see it, right? So therefore, the cure for I don't want to see Kevin, what's his threat? If I see you again, I'm going to kill you. Or no, you're dead. If I see you again, you're dead. Okay, that was the interaction before the Dincy arresting. And he has multiple other threats about putting me in jail over and over, showing that he has motive, that he is actually stalking and following. Now there is a mass group. There's Yossi, there's this Keyvan guy that, okay, right? It just keeps switching. The majority are Jewish and Israeli, which is interesting. Okay, so it's the Jewish people that have a history of being oppressed. However, remember that these people weren't born in the 40s, okay? Right? So they don't know the difference. They're just using their label as leverage, I'm better than you. And that has happened all throughout history with every culture, no matter how oppressed their culture, especially with black people. You can see this day and age, black people, most of them, or I should say a lot of them, seem to use their history as a justification to go after people, okay, to try to rid people of the world. Well, you know, he's racist, so everyone help me. Okay, right? And that's also been done to me with the black community. Okay, so we're gonna go down Shoenbourne Street here. We'll get gas after because the time is 2:34 p.m. on Thursday. We have our blue array 4 backwards, or they must work there. Let's document the tactics on the street. I see sort of new groups. Okay, red Charger here and red Charger there. Okay, so 2 Chargers. And 2 whites on the right, 3 whites on the 4 whites on the left. I didn't see he was mad. He mentioned something about me coming down here. Okay, it's 2 whites here. Like, why are you down on my street? Okay, why are you coming to my police department? Okay, so like, okay, a spread white there, and there's another Jeep over there, red Mercedes there. That Mercedes was by a second Mercedes last month. Okay, this area is cleared out a little. We're going to see the reaction of LAPD here, and the LAPD is sort of looking at me. Now I do have I do have a Halloween foot sticking out of the back. They didn't see that. They're looking at me like, why is he in my neighborhood? Why is he at my police station? Well, I gotta file reports, right? No, we're not gonna take reports. Oh wait, so you don't belong here. Okay, red on the left, red on the white, 2 whites there, 3 whites here, okay. 2 gray Civics here together. We're getting a little more obvious, okay. And remember that the police, no matter how much, 2 whites on the left here, no matter how much proof I have, LAPD will not do anything to help me. We don't know what's going on. We just know they're hunting me since 5 with my family and a plan of people. And they're trying to make excuses that it's about this or that or the other thing. Okay, so, so black backwards in this corner and black backwards in that corner. And okay, so it is 2:37. I want to get to that police station as soon as possible before detectives. We're gonna go file a police report of a death threat. They're not gonna do anything. We're gonna go to the detectives. White backwards here. They're not gonna do anything. You're gonna say this is strange. Okay? Then they're gonna try to justify, well, you know, he's a public nuisance, and okay, or we're not gonna, we don't take reports. Okay, so, but they won't do anything to stop the actual crime. That's the plan of people hunting me to kill me for no reason, or even admit that it's going on. Okay, 2 whites here. There looks like, I don't know if it's the same one or not, but okay. 2 reds on the right. Okay, so like I think I drove through here last night and the night before. I explained that it's gonna ramp back up, but the numbers are okay. 3 whites there, red on this side, red on that side. Okay, so it's pretty aggressive now, right? So what changed? Well, I don't know if it just fluctuates, or they said Kevin came down this way. And by the way, this will be anywhere in the world, not just the police station. So it'll be a coffee shop, it'll be a restaurant, it'll be, okay, Kevin came here, we have to throw rocks at his head. And if he's not here, we're gonna keep throwing the rocks in case he comes here with an entire planet since 5 years old, exponentially growing, but nothing's about anything. But mental illness, you keep coming back to the police station. Well, there's a plan of people trying to fucking kill me, and I get video every day of the things that they're doing that they won't stop. Of course I'm gonna come back. I mean, it's a given. Because it's their job with my tax dollars to protect and serve. And if I find out they're paying off people to kill me, then that's the problem, correct? Okay, so 3 whites here, the 2 red Chargers back there, okay? They're not gonna wanna take this report. I mean, you're gonna say, like, if I was a police officer, I'd be having a fucking field day. He's got fucking video and they're not gonna wanna take the report. They want me dead because they were paid off to have me killed by my father. It's just the bottom fucking line. And there could be no other fucking reason. Okay, so what do we have on battery power? We are having a battery fucking nightmare today. Okay, okay, so let's go in here and let's make this as fast as possible. Good, beautiful day for a suntan. Oh, file police report, death threats, and stalking.
You're gonna come back to like a half.
What's going on?
We're gonna do some.
Oh, termite.
Lost.
Oh, that's gotta suck.
Yeah.
All right, so detectives, they leave 4, right?
Yeah. Well, you don't need to talk to them.
Well, it's death threats on video.
Well, the officer was just, what's the threats?
If I see you again, you're dead, and then followed by things.
Yes, an officer can take it for you.
Okay. All right.
You don't need to take it.
Great. Well, it's got to be investigated, though.
Well, eventually it will be.
Okay.
Yeah, it will.
All right, so you said 30 minutes?
30 minutes to an hour.
All right.
All right, so.
Okay. Hi. You guys have any detectives?
Do we have any detectives?
Here at the moment in time. Hi. I have video footage of multiple stalking incidences with this person and death threats. If I see you again, you're dead. And it's on video, these events. Yeah.
Have you reported it to the...
I have not reported this at all yet, and I think that needs to really go to a detective, and then if I need to file a report, I'll file a report, but nobody's there anyway, so.
Oh, okay. Let's see. And, can you tell me your name?
Sure, Kevin Perelman. P-E-R-E-L. Yeah, everyone does that. P-E-R-E-L.
Yeah.
M-A-N. Death threat. You might want to say death threat and followed up for pursuing her.
I think we know the appropriate table for that. You'll hold on just a
Okay.
moment.
Okay, great. Okay.
It's the table coordinator for those sorts of crimes. He said it'll take approximately 10 minutes or less.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm out immediately.
Okay, so just chill out. Should I focus on filing a police report there, or?
Either way.
Okay. Nobody's there.
Actually, okay, so don't worry about that. Detective Classifier is the subject matter expert.
Okay, great. I think. Officer Johnson, you busy? I want to file a police report here on some death threats and someone stalking and following up on his pursuing. The death threat is, if I see you again, you're dead, on video. And that sounds pretty direct. That's not a threat. I mean, the guy followed me, he has security. What is the guidelines?
It's got to be a direct threat. I'm standing in front of you. I've got a gun. Hey, I'm going to shoot you with this gun.
that's strange because you arrested me for 422 criminal threat for asking, not you personally, for asking, telling Terrence Scroggins if you don't let me take a walk.
Okay, you can annoying messages.
Okay.
Annoyance.
Okay.
You can do that online.
Oh, but it's going to ask me if there's a specific person involved, Jason Ryan Fishman, the guy you saw follow me in here.
How do you know the person's?
Because they filed a restraining order with a bunch of lies.
That doesn't mean they sent you the message.
They're on video directly stating it. They're following me on a scooter. They're saying, if I see you again, you're dead. But it's still going to say, is this about a specific person, correct? Well, it's going to say, come down here because you need more information because it's a specific name. I am. I'm in the process. Okay. All right. Oh, officer, I'm just curious, is the sentence directly stated to you, if I see you again, you're dead? Is that considered a death threat? It doesn't get any clearer than that, right?
It goes both ways.
I'm talking a threat, not the follow-up act, but the threat itself.
No.
No? Why not? Like what constitutes?
There's a whole bunch of things.
All right.
Just a statement like that.
Where can I read? Is there a place to read something like that?
Penal code.
Oh, penal code. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think.
Take care.
What I'm saying is, so yeah, but what I'm saying is, so let's just say,
It was $600,000.
right, but what I'm saying is, if I go say I can go, I say I want to invest in, like, something, I want to invest in ABC, and then I go and go there we are, or the stock market changes, and I lose all my money. You know, like, here, this is like,
All the they said I need to come in, all the LAPD, and they said, I need to come in, this kind of just needs police report.
they will take it up to the cover the
But
law.
the FBI, that I gave them, he said, I need to go to the police, because the FBI was,
The FBI report and files with that. That's what's the FBI. Is that a report number? Yeah, that's a report number.
this is what was filed,
Yeah, I know that. do contact like other business bureau code to check, not for the crypto banking environment, like just background search for actual company, not just for the crypto thing. What's the name? IT.
It's not just what I met somebody on what I'm telling you, and they were telling me about she was trained in business features and she showed me the activities in her account.
Okay.
So she first
Hi, officer. Officer Jones refuses to take a report on these death threats. Can you or someone who's a supervisor.
You're gonna have to talk to Officer Death.
He has
Why is
a,
he refusing?
he says that it's not a death threat and
Well,
he's on video.
Then that's for supervisor.
Okay.
Hello, good afternoon. I was here in the morning and we the stolen motorcycle yesterday. And the community says they can use the camera according to the police. So it was I don't know if someone police called the community camera. No, it was just this report.
So we might have taken a report, that's the good news. The bad news is we will not investigate. I'll tell you why. We shipped it to a foreign exchange. As I said, we have no foreign outside the United States. So we'll take it. They do the cybercrime. Most likely the money is the wall, they track the wall.
I had a trace report that was tracing it to several offshore.
So they will want us to put money under, they will want us to see under there as,
Hi, good afternoon. I have a report. Just a digital, just like twice. How the community
They're suggesting, they're saying
the camera, that they
no, take the picture.
I don't know. They have two cameras. 05. No, it's just exactly Ventura. 205.
Isn't that a road called Shocktail?
Yeah. You know the community has escaped. Yeah, just before I come
and I got, $600,000. And I have a loss against
It's over with. It's always called the local police department. Run by this investment scam. Anything with Bitcoin, scam.
all I had to do was just look it up on the internet. I've never seen it.
Oh, yeah. That's the other thing.
I did.
Well, it's not, I'm not here to.
I trust it, and my insights are totally.
So they try to say, hey, Rick, they do this all the time. They think that we can do something offshore. Yeah.
No, I'm not expecting.
Well, you gotta do something. We write search plans. We can't seize money within a year. You know, the money's not gonna be there. To all senators, it didn't be like it's the point where they say for a judge in the United States. They have authority, right?
So they, what they got,
Track the wall.
yeah, Yeah, so they charge me not for the report and to do the investigation and whatever they report, they can do percent.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Which to me is fine.
All right, sir, well, that's about it. You won't be
I got fine. That's all except.
Oh, excuse me, sir. Are you a supervisor?
My supervisor,
Yeah.
I'm supervisor of detectives, but
Oh,
I'm not,
okay, that's
I'm not the watch commander. What are
Oh,
you trying to do?
I'm trying to file a police report on death threats and a person following me from place to place.
Okay, well, you have to...
Officer Jones has a problem with this being filed. He says that this isn't a death threat. The sentence,
Sir?
yeah.
I'm off duty now, put your name
Okay.
right there. He has his own supervisor, I'm not his supervisor.
Oh, you're not?
No,
Okay, but he's already said he won't file a report.
he hasn't said that.
He did, no, I already talked to him. He said it's not a death threat, and
Jason threatened me while working with a Ralph security
if
guard.
I see you again,
If I see you again,
you're dead. And there have been follow-ups with stalking.
Just so you know, sir, he's coming multiple.
That's because you won't stop the crimes against me, and they all get on video. They won't do anything. I've been coming here for 20 years getting things on video because they won't do anything, and they won't take the video.
The security impersonates a police officer chasing me on a scooter.
With sirens.
Yeah, I saw that one. I saw
Okay.
that video. Did you file this one already? We just
I couldn't because I didn't know that this video was buried deep, and I didn't, I was focusing on trying to live my life where these things happen, and then next thing happens, next thing. And
Police report. This happened in our area? That's what I'm trying to say.
the BB holes happened in Burbank, but instantly when it was filed, he seemed to appear, and he followed me here the day of filing another
when
police
he
report.
made this threat, what city did he make this threat with?
That was in Burbank.
Okay, then we don't take that report from them.
Wait.
They're their own police.
No. This was here. That police report was in Burbank. This was on Oxnard Street and DeSoto. DeSoto and Oxnard. So here.
So
by the
he
CHP
said that
station.
on video?
Correct. He's on video. Yeah, following me on a scooter.
Okay. Well, we probably gonna have to say. Oh, no, like I said, I know I'm an
Abuser? You will not stop the crimes. I get them on video for 20
You
years.
sign in the sheet right there.
Okay.
You sign in the sheet. Keep this.
Protect and serve, not judge and execute. Okay, sorry. Oh, is there a pen? Do you have a pen?
This is the correct address. When I get finished on the tip, is the video about everything?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can.
There's all events. Okay. Oh, well, I just, yeah. All right. Dogs? No, I don't have dogs. Dogs? I don't have dogs.
You don't have dogs in the car?
What kind of car?
What kind of car do you have?
Envoy. Truck, Envoy.
What color?
Blue.
You sure it's not black?
Dark blue. What do you mean dogs?
Do you have dogs in the car? Yes or no?
No.
Because where you came from, there's dogs in the back seat of a truck.
Not my truck. I don't have dogs.
All right, they're not yours.
I'm on the street. Is something on your property?
No, it's on the street, but you can't be leaving dogs in the hot heat like this.
There's no dogs in my car.
If there isn't, then that's fine.
Okay.
If I see you walking out to that car, then you're lying to me.
Okay, weird. Dogs. My cat wouldn't like dogs.
What kind of truck do you have?
Envoy.
Your
2000.
truck has
Correct.
dogs in the car. Go take care of the dogs. You can't leave them in the
There's
car.
no dogs in the car. You want to walk out with me?
I just came from there.
And there's dogs. Are they barking?
Yes.
There's dogs. Okay, I'll go out and I'll video these dogs.
All right.
I'm gonna video these dogs that you say are in my car.
The black and white.
Dark blue. 2007 with big Kevin Perelman target. Police won't help me.
Hold on. You gonna tell me it's not your car?
I don't know what car you're talking about because my car, I don't own dogs. You just told me and you're telling me what is and I'm gonna get proof. It's a dark blue truck. Look up the paint code. This is mine with the Kevin Perelman target.
Okay.
Do you see dogs? There's a Garfield on the back. Do you see dogs? No. Okay, you see we don't want you taking reports. Do you see dogs? Okay. Okay, no dogs. There are dogs here, but the window's open. That's not a crime. Okay. Okay, these are setups. Okay.
That's your car.
No, it is your car? No, there's a truck in front of my car and he's trying to stop me from filing police reports.
Okay.
He never came out. Oh, he did? Oh, well, tell him I'm still trying. Okay.
Here, boss.
Let's see here, it says here, Michael Knight Majors. Michelle's in the grade. Did you roll it?
I'll meet you at the corridor right there.
There's no door over there. This, that way, right? I'm not sure where it is.
Oh.
Is it double quarter? Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, I got it.
And when did this start?
Oh, hi. Actually, I have video footage of someone that's been stalking me and death threats if he sees me again.
Have we met before?
We have, yeah. I was trying to file related events maybe several weeks
I
ago.
saw you talking to the officer. What did the officer say?
He said there were dogs in my cars. I don't have dogs. And then he said, getting in a threatening way, if I go outside, and that's because I have dogs in the car and there's heat in the car, whatever. And I said, I don't have dogs. And he kept saying I did. So I finally went out and said, okay, I'll go out. And
No. What did the officer say? Did you explain? Usually the officer...
Officer Jones said that this is not a death threat. If I see you again, you're dead, followed up by him impersonating a police officer on a scooter with sirens and arrests, trying to make it look like I'm on his property and things like this.
So you're like, I can't follow.
Okay.
Did this person leave this note in your house?
No, I typed this up so you could make it easy for you.
Okay, so let's see here.
Maybe I'll let
Your
you.
name is Jason, right?
Kevin Perelman. This is Jason Ryan Fishman.
Who's that?
That's the perp.
Okay, so on March 26th, Jason Ryan threatened me, working with a raw security guard, assaulting me, trying to set me up. On 5/1, Jason Ryan seeking me out, threatening me, if I see you again, you're dead. Snaps after immediately after Burbank PD police officers report or BB shots my car window. On July 23, the most recent incident, Jason Ryan with his security guard friends stalking me as Jason Ryan impersonates a police officer, chasing me on his scooter, threatening me that I'm under arrest. Okay, so
Dincy actually arrested me for that.
Officer Dincy?
Correct.
For this incident?
Yeah, this is Dincy's third arrest, trying to say I'm crazy and things like that.
Okay, so since I'm meeting you for the second time, I believe, sir, but I don't know what the last time you were here for or what we discussed.
They were car vandalisms and harassing phone
that
calls.
Was addressed by...
All these things are related. Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't make
Okay,
sense to me. Okay, so why don't we do this? What is the most recent incident that happened to you that the officer said that talked to us here?
Well, what happened was I was filing reports for 723. Actually, I never officially got a chance because as I was coming down here, that time frame, I was thrown in jail, so I couldn't get this.
So what happened on the 23rd?
Okay, this is all on video. Okay, so what date? Sorry, 723?
Well, this one, so the last
Okay,
one.
the last date was they got upset, which they've been upset for 22 years, that I go to the park and relax with such death threats. There's no relaxing for you, nigger.
In our jurisdiction?
Correct.
Okay, where's this park at, sir?
Warner Center, Woodland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so he comes out with his friends trying to provoke me. They come out with a outdated, old police car, trying to get reactions. I sort of leave. I come back documenting what they're doing. He shows up on his electric scooter. It's actually on YouTube with actual police sirens on the scooter, and he says, blasting police sirens, "You're on my property, you're under arrest." I said, "This is street." Correct.
Okay.
He has threatened me for going to Ralph's, saying that's his property, and he's threatened me for going to the park, saying it's his property.
Okay.
He's trying to commandeer all the properties. Okay, and then he's running around trying to impersonate a police officer, saying I'm under arrest. When he couldn't get what he wanted, he calls you guys. He says, "I did this to him. I did that to him." It's all it's on the police reports. Okay, and the civil restraining order that was filed at the same time, which I have video footage showing. Okay, there's nothing I've done, but this guy's crazy. And
So far.
reading the civil restraining order, I'm going, oh, he accuses me of this on 5/1, where he says I tried to hit him with my car. So I have video footage that not only did I never try to hit him with my car, but he's threatening my life. If I see you again, you're dead or whatever, linking to this event. Now he's working with security guards.
But okay, so I don't want to jump from one thing to another.
Okay.
Let's just focus on the 23rd, sir, which is the most recent incident for you.
Sure. It's very simple.
The guy, okay, we'll make it simple.
Sure.
So, Mr. Jason Ryan, who is he to you? Or what is he to
I
you?
just learned his name.
And who is he? He's a security guard?
He worked for security guard companies, and I've been harassed for years by security companies.
Okay, so for a business or apartment building, a company for whom? The park?
Who does he?
Yes, who does he work
I think
work
at the
for?
time he worked at the mall, and it says he had security
Village?
companies. What?
The Village or Topanga Mall? Which
I can't tell you. He worked as if you do a background check, it says he works as a security company, and I've been harassed by city guard, security specialists.
Okay, but let's just concentrate.
He's nobody to me. I don't know who he is.
Okay. You answered the question.
I have 6 interactions, all.
Hold on, sir.
Sure.
Let's just go. I got time here.
Okay.
So let's just concentrate on the
last.
on July 23rd.
Okay.
So this individual who might be a security guard or not, on this specific day you are at Warner Center Park. Are you in the park or on the sidewalk?
No, I'm in the park. He lives there. He lives there with his mother.
At the park?
At the houses on the side, on Mary Lee
One
Street.
of the apartment buildings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he comes to you and he says, "Get out of the park."
I'm in my car. These are sort of spread incidences, but I'm driving through the park.
Okay.
I notice a scooter doing a U-turn and coming behind me.
Okay.
Or actually, he's coming at me. He follows me, and then I turn around to go home, sort of documenting what they're doing.
Do you live also around?
I do, yeah, in
Okay.
Woodland Oaks.
Okay.
Okay, and a siren, I hear a police siren. And he says, "You're under arrest for trespass, you're on my property." And I slow down, and I look at him sort of like, is this guy joking? Is he crazy? I say, is this the street?
Is he in uniform?
No. He's sort of dorky helmet and
Okay.
a scoot little electric. And actually something out of a comedy movie almost. And I say, is this street your property? And he says, you're under arrest, this and that. And then I go, you're an idiot, and I take off.
Okay.
Not speeding or anything, but just I don't have time for it.
That's all right, you take
And
off.
he literally follows me for something like 4 miles all the way down to Van Owen.
scooter while
On
you-
a scooter, yeah, and he's on video.
Okay.
And it's almost comical except for the point where they don't stop. Okay, did you get it? And then he files a restraining order saying I tried to kill him or hit him with my car and things like this.
When did you find out from the 23rd, when did you find out, sir, that he got a restraining order against you?
The 25th when Dincy arrested me.
Also, somehow, where did Officer Dinsey arrest you?
Right at my house.
He went to your house?
We live close, but Dincy went to my house. I was leaving my house the 25th looking for food, sort of videoing the stalking groups.
Okay, sir.
And Dincy instantly was there within minutes. And
Then he told you the purpose of his arrest with you, sir, was a violation of an order?
no, he didn't say that.
Where were you arrested for?
He put vandalism charges.
Okay, did he tell you what you were accused of vandalizing?
Not really.
And what happened with that court?
It's still going, and we're still going to the arraignment, and I'm still getting the
is the
discovery, the 13th.
So you were released on your own recognizance?
Well, Dincy said zero bail, then I was charged 20,000.
So you have a pending case?
Correct, but there's some people that befriended me that were bail bondsmen, people at Bob's Big Boy Burbank, which seem to be linked on.
In any point in time, sir, did Officer Dinsey discuss the connection between your incident on the 23rd to your arrest on the 25th?
No,
Were they related?
no.
Okay, so then let's concentrate on the 23rd. So if he followed you, this guy, Jason
Ryan
he
Fishman.
identified himself maybe as a security guard for the apartment building, whatever.
He didn't really identify himself. He just sort of follows me around threatening me.
But you looked at him as a security guard because of the license sign?
No, I looked at him like a guy I've seen 5 other times. What?
Off his meds then?
Off his what?
Medication?
I don't know who he is. All I know is he seems to be at the event, at the places that things happen. Like I had a Ralph security guard assault me and push me, and he was there sort of running up saying, "Oh, you're crazy, nothing's happening," and then...
Sir, the video that you have, this thumb drive is a recording of what?
3 events.
Anything on the 23rd?
These 3 events.
Okay. And then you do have a recording where he's, I'm assuming, what, at par with you? Parallel to you, and he's following you in the scooter, or he's behind
Yeah,
you?
right here with the police sirens where he's in
No, I
person.
know. So he's behind you?
He's behind me, yeah.
You never made an effort to lose him, or he had...
Well, I drive away, like, why am I going to sit there? Some crazy guy holding chloroform is going to be
How many
like...
incidents you have specifically with him?
How many?
Incidents you specifically have with
I
this-
believe there are about 6 incidences.
Okay, so why don't you do this, or why don't you get a restraining order against him?
I'm in the process of all that.
Okay.
But I think that when the guy is obsessively following me from place to place, threatening my life, then putting on police sirens, then it gets worse, then it gets worse, then it gets worse,
Okay,
then there's
so
stalking
let's go
involved.
Talk to me about the first. That one I'm interested
Okay.
because of the training. What exactly happened? What was that on the
Okay,
first?
it's funny because I put this on my YouTube videos.
Okay.
Out of 6 incidences, he always runs up. This was the one incident where I was sort of jokingly instigating, saying I saw him on the road while going to get food, and I say, "Oh, nice police or nice lawyer car," because he tells me, he lies to me saying he's a lawyer trying to intimidate me, that I shouldn't leave my house and tell people what's going on. So I'm a little angry because they won't stop, and I say, "Nice lawyer car." He then turns around and follows me, and he drives up to the side saying, "If I ever see you again, you're dead." As things increase, get worse and worse. So he doesn't want someone, he's a bully that doesn't want someone standing up to his harassments and stalking. Does that make sense?
Well, it makes a lot of sense,
Yeah.
sir. Okay, so let's get back again to the first. That one we might be able to do something.
Okay.
So the first, where did this happen on the first? Where were you at?
Oh.
By the park?
No, Oxnard and DeSoto.
Okay, so Oxnard,
Right by the
you're in
CHP.
your car.
Yeah, in my car.
Okay, were you driving or were you parked?
No, I was driving.
Okay, so then what happens? Take it from.
Okay, he's at the intersection.
Okay.
On
He's in
actually,
your car?
he's on he's on a scooter, a little
Okay,
electric
with
scooter.
the lights?
Yeah, with the light. Goes pretty fast actually. Okay, so Canoga and Oxnard.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going looking for food. I'm sort of narrating in my camera about the things being done to my life. I'm hanging a right turn. I see him. I can't help myself because it's almost, hey, I'm a lawyer and you shouldn't tell people what's going on.
Okay.
Oh,
What time
that,
did this happen?
it was at night. I think about 7 or 8 p.m.
Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, so I say, as I'm sort of hanging a right turn, I sort of look and I say, nice lawyer car.
Okay.
I sort of yell it a little, not,
All right.
and laughing and sort of joking at the camera. That's the guy that's following me around. Okay, and as I get to DeSoto and Oxnard to hang a left
Okay.
up DeSoto, I notice he does a U-turn,
Yes.
and he sort of comes up by my side, sort of screaming and yelling, and he says, I'm laughing, going, I'm just, you look like an idiot with saying you're a lawyer with, and he says, if you ever talk to me again, you're dead, or if I see you again, you're dead.
Okay. Is that how you phrase it?
That's on the video. If I see you again, you're dead.
Do you have that on your cell phone?
No, I don't. I put it on the thumb
You don't know
drive.
how to access your YouTube button so I can see?
It's not, this one isn't on YouTube because it's going to show up in the restraining order hearing.
Those were the exact words he used. That next time I see you,
Correct.
you're dead?
Correct. If I see you again, you're dead.
Now, did you write that on a piece of paper, those exact words, and kept them before you typed them in here?
I just watched the video and then I typed them here.
Okay, so the video does capture if I next time I
Oh
see you,
yeah.
you're dead.
Oh yeah.
And were you afraid?
No, because I deal with this crazy group all day. I mean, he's friends with a guy named Yossi, who's Israeli, saying that they're going to put me in jail, and they're friends with a guy named Kivan, who says Yossi likes to put people in jail, and it seems to be this Jewish-Israeli group, which is a little weird.
Okay, so here's the thing. Part of you gave me an honest answer, and I respect it.
Okay.
So part of the elements of a criminal threat, sir, is that the person has to be afraid of that threat. You just said no, you're not, because he's crazy.
But he's
No, hold on.
pursuing. Well, I don't know if he's
I'm not
crazy or
finished.
not. Yeah.
I'm not finished.
Okay, go ahead.
But you gave me an honest answer.
Yeah.
Now, I think the best thing is that if you do think it's not a coincidence he's showing up in many different places.
It's escalating. Yeah.
I see your point. I was thinking, okay, can we do a disturbing the peace report for you? But then the problem with the disturbing the peace, I'm actually trying to document this for you. That's what
You're
we're
saying
here
he's
for.
disturbing the peace? Or?
No, right. I was thinking,
Yeah.
so obviously I couldn't take a criminal threats report for you.
Okay.
Based on the fact, the key element is that you have to be afraid.
Well, I mean,
Oh, hold on, we're done. We're done
Okay.
with that. So there's no ifs or buts, right? You gave me an
what if I'm not afraid, but he pulls out a gun and blows me?
Well, that's different. He didn't do that, right?
Well, but he's
Hold on,
proceeding.
sir. Just
Yeah.
follow along.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so then I was thinking, okay, how do I help this gentleman here who's been here before? Okay, then I was thinking, okay, let's maybe disturbing the peace, meaning this guy annoying, harassing me, but then your own word, sir, is you initiated the...
1 out of 6.
No, we're talking about now the
Well,
first.
but the whole thing's together.
No, we don't go by together.
You
so
don't?
We go by specific
Okay.
events, okay? Then I'm thinking, okay, so we can't do disturbing the peace since we have an honest victim or potential victim who initiated a conversation or poked the bear, right? So I think the best thing you have, sir, is keep on documenting that.
Okay.
And I think the best thing is you go and get that restraining order. Then you have something tangible
Okay.
that you could use because he might go and show up again.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I
Yeah.
think the best thing, sir, is you, just how you were eloquent
Yeah.
with that, keep on keeping a crime summary, a chronological log, and I don't see why judge or commissioner will grant you a restraining order.
Okay.
And then wait to see what happens.
Okay.
I gotta send a text to Officer Denzi and see what more he could give me. I didn't have a problem helping you with the report.
Yeah.
But I don't see it at this time.
Okay. But you do see how you might,
I agree.
haha, that's funny, and then wait, the guy's actually
No, but I
crazy.
think
He's
the
not.
best thing for you, sir, is keep a chronological
Yeah.
line that you have, the recordings you have, package it up good for
Okay.
a restraining order.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else I can do?
I think once you get that restraining order, which I believe you will be granted, whether you go to Chatsworth or Van Nuys Court,
Okay.
is the fact that now you have something tangible where if he's within 100 yards violating that restraining order, then you can make those reports at free will.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
I gotta go to my...
All right, so thank
Good
you.
luck to
Uh-huh.
All right, sir.
Okay. Oh. All right, so. Oh, so are you doing reports or am I waiting?
I'm doing a report.
Oh.
What do you think?
Oh, well, you know, he didn't want to take the video or whatever, but.
He's the boss.
Oh, okay. I thought these are separate.
No.
Oh, okay.
So whatever you guys talked about, that's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Have a good one.
You too. Have fun with your dogs. Okay, you see how they sort of bullshit you. So he got really defensive when it came out here with fucking dogs. Okay, so that was a lame excuse. Now you can sort of probably do your math that these dogs are sort of probably people working with LAPD. Okay, so, you notice how we got a guy here? I don't think I can get out of here. We got a guy here, and we're gonna go down to 333 Tampa police station. They will not file a thing. Okay, but I want you to notice that this is not a death threat. Okay, it's not a death threat. Or yeah, okay, they're arresting me for telling Dincy I'm trying to take a fucking walk and leave me alone in an aggressive way. And when it comes down to something actual, real, that someone's being pursued and hunted, this is all investigative, okay, beyond. Especially with the link connected events. Now he's trying to limit it and keep it down. Can I get out of here? This fucking asshole's blocking me. I do not think this is doable. No, I'm not gonna attempt it. Okay, so that's interesting. FedEx blocking me like that though. Oh, there he is. Okay, so I'm a chronic police report abuser. Okay, do you know how many events happen per fucking hour of day? And a lot of them are small and then some huge. Okay. Now I have hundreds of incidences like this. Do you have any scenarios like this? No, you don't. You probably don't have one. You being a watcher, a viewer. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna hit Van Owen, and see, once again, I gotta get shit done, and you can see that they watched the video on the internet, but they won't do anything to stop it, correct? Okay, so 2 blues here. I'm getting a little headache here. I need to eat something. 2 whites here. And you just got the run around. I said to protect and serve, not to judge and execute, right? Because that's what they do. They don't do anything. That is is not a police report, or that is not a death threat followed up by aggressive events. Okay, it's beyond any level of obnoxious. This guy is stalking. Is your life in danger? Okay, 2 weights there. 2 weights there. Okay, is my life in danger? Well, somewhat in respect to he's stopping me from, well, you know, I mean, they might be right if my life is in immediate danger, like, you know, bullets are flying. However, it is reportable that there's some obsessed guy and remember that I try to explain that there's more than one person involved here. We like to throw people in jail, we like to throw people in jail, we like to throw people in jail. You're kind, you're allowed here or anywhere else. We like to throw people in jail. Okay, there is immediate, and I sort of explained, look, you know, maybe the guy, he's trying to be a clown, but he's following through with his events, correct? Okay, so, okay, but you're gonna say, why wouldn't you take it? I mean, people are going in there like, you know, someone farted on my car, it's harassment. That guy will not take reports of anything, okay? He keeps trying to get me to the website where it says you can't. Okay, that relax system is designed to take stupid reports. Okay, does that make sense? Like, hey, do you know the person involved? Go to the police station. Save some battery power because most of my batteries are dead. Okay, so you just note the why if I try to file a restraining order is no, sorry, I'm tired. Why am I going to file these police reports against this guy who's obviously obsessively stalking me with security companies? Does that police officer start trying to get reactions? Okay, what was that about with that agent? I don't remember his name. It's written down somewhere. He's trying to get reactions to get me flustered, just like Jason Ryan Fishman, okay? And what he's trying to do is stop. We know you want to file police reports to stop this, and you know, people do need to be held accountable. I'm sorry. Oh, but you know, everyone's life is important, but Kevin Perelman's. And why is it a big deal? Why can't it be filed? Okay, but I think most importantly here is okay, we have 6 events with the guy threatening my life escalating, and then arrests and falsified reports and all sorts of things, impersonating police officers. And he's not working alone. Okay, so you're gonna say, wait. And as I drive down LAPD Police Station, how many cars there of mental illness tactics directed at me? Wait, I mean, don't you see something is just beyond A level fucking wrong? And then there was one detective saying take care, which they do in mimics, hinting that I've committed a crime because they do it in repetition 100 million times. And most importantly, Jones, he's a chronic abuser. Okay? A chronic abuser of police reports. And obviously my verbiage here is that if you would fucking do your job instead of creating a planetary forest fire, then I wouldn't have to fucking come back. I'd be out getting jobs or starting companies and doing what I was trying to do at 29. I met with the death threats, world of paranoia, and you're a fucking dead man, and all that. Okay, so now if I fart by someone, it's a death threat, and I need to be hunted by a planet of people and the police. Okay, so this double standard here that doesn't make any sense. Does it matter? A guy threatened my life. Was I afraid? No. Am I really afraid? No, but there are things escalating. Fear in respect to, like, am I afraid? Like, am I shaking? No. But, hey, these people are destroying my life, and fear of them destroying my life and refusing to leave me alone. I mean, yeah, okay, that's a form of fear. And I think Detective Acevedo might be lying there, because I don't think it matters if there's fear or not, because it's a threat. Okay, you don't know if. How do I know whether I'm afraid or not? What this guy's capable of? Okay, he's funny, but then all of a sudden he fucking pulls out a gun and starts shooting you. Okay, so I thought he was joking. Okay, so there's 3 or 4 reds over there on that left. I don't want to waste too much battery. I want to save some battery here. Okay, we just passed a huge amount of groups of whites and pairs of 2s, so I ended up pushing the button here on the camera. Okay, pairs of 2s here by the Western Donuts there. As we go down the right here, which I'm, I'm trying to say battery power here, but and it was by the car wash there, which I always go to, so there is a sort of a link between I can go to this parking lot to the left, whatever, I go from place to place, but, okay, so I'm just, well, fuck. Hopefully we have enough battery power. I'm down to 1 battery, all the other ones are dead in this one. Okay, now this police station is getting more aggressive, we won't take police reports. Okay, so 2 whites here, 2 whites here. Okay, you notice that Shoenbourne St, Topanga Division, 2 whites here. Or no, that one's yellow. Topanga Division is getting on the parking more and more aggressive. And 2 reds trying to get together here. Technically 2 blues trying to get together, 2 reds trying to get together over there. Some are, right? Okay, can't be all of them, but it's let's say 70-80%. And okay, so anyone else that take a police report? Okay, I will sort of note the blue in the corner there, and then whatever. But the blue in the corner backwards, I'd like to do corners. Okay, so why? When you hear them repeat, take care over and over, you don't know what they're insinuating, what their innuendos, but it's a way to try to trigger you, just like the car, the dogs, and the truck. And that Asian guy, I don't remember his name, he's generally, I've watched him, he's sort of like a passive-aggressive, like asshole. Like he's calm, and he sort of barks at you, and then, okay, so, why won't they take a simple fucking report that gets investigated? This is all beyond investigatable, okay? It's beyond. Okay, most people come in like, I saw some guy out there and he looked strange because he walked in and it was dark. Okay. Okay, so we're coming up here. We're gonna get nowhere here as well, like we always do. And they're gonna try to, if they do take a police report, it's gonna be dumbed down into something stupid. Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna go in, park here, and we're gonna go in, and we're gonna get nowhere. And now I'm trying to document things. These people they're throwing me in jail, and they're doing this, and they're doing that, and they're not committing crimes, and I have something to say about it, and that upsets them. Okay, so the other thing that's interesting is he says restraining order. So Officer Acevedo says, like, was there a restraining order? I was like, there's no restraining order. Like, did you violate a restraining order? There's no, what are you talking about violate? Okay, I mean, do you have proof of a restraining order that exists between, I'm guessing this guy, because who else would the restraining order be against? Okay, and I just learned who this guy was. So if I didn't even know who he was, now remember, he's sort of trying to pretend like he's my brother. So he says, who is this guy to you? He almost wants like a Men in Black quote. And you're going to say, why are they trying to make it look like you're crazy and conform to media? I mean, that's the entire crux of the entire argument since I found out. We're trying to make you look like a violent paranoid schizo. We're trying to make you look like a violent paranoid schizo, correct? Because he's taking parts out of the movie Men in Black and going back to the future, or going to the past and hinting about Jason Perelman with Jason Ryan. Okay, so we actually have legit death threats, investigatable death threats, but they're more concerned with trying to make me look crazy. As you can see from the dog thing, the dog, we won't take police reports. We're gonna dumb it down as like a flower fell out of your flower pot. I don't know. Okay, a flower fell out of your flower pot. We'll do a report on that, but not the pursuing and death threats and fear. Wait, why does there need to be fear? Someone exerting obsession and hate and rage, whether I'm afraid or not, is irrelevant. Hello. I need to file a police report for death threats and someone following up on the threats. Okay. And then there's video footage of it as well. This is okay. Well, it seems this guy seems to be an ongoing stalker that I just learned who he was. Working with security companies to sort of try to lock me away based on their hate. without going into 100 different tangible events, his death threat on 5/1 on video was, I believe it says, if I see you again, you're dead. Followed up by 7/23 impersonating a police officer with a scooter with sirens on it, telling me that the public park is his property and I'm under arrest, chasing me, and then trying to file a police report saying I tried to hit him with my car and things like that. And then the previous one, there's actually 6 interactions, but the first on 3/26, I believe, was him working with a security guard who assaulted me at Ralph's in Gateway Plaza because they don't want me going in there buying food, with crazy comments that I eat too much food and things like that from random groups working with them and things like that.
The guy actually was coming from work.
So did you report any of these? This happened over several months.
Let me think. I have to think, because this is just one network terror cell. I have to deal with hundreds of these, but I did not report the death threat because it was so buried in video, and I thought he was sort of joking. Does that make sense? Like, he's joking, but he's not joking. He's actually, I think, crazy. What was 3/26? I was trying to get to editing the video to sue Ralph's for your kind's not allowed to come in here and buy food and eat, and I couldn't get to that from other events. 7/23, I've tried to report it several times to different locations. Nobody will take any actual reports. That's another thing.
The 7/23 one, so you tried
7/23, I couldn't report it because Dincy actually arrested me trying to cover it up and get the video footage of the event. So he didn't want me having the video footage of the event where he chases me 4 miles on an electric scooter, screaming and yelling, "You're under arrest," and things like that, impersonating a police officer. So that's when I first learned who he was, because you have to understand that I'm inundated by these strangers trying to provoke me and get reactions and then say I'm crazy, which they're obviously the crazy ones, but...
Okay.
But I don't know which kind of
It definitely sounds like there's been an ongoing issue with this guy.
I believe, I'm not sure, but because I did a background check and he is an ex-security guard and I've been stalked by multiple security companies, I believe he's directly linked to these events with security companies, especially with the assault at Ralph's with that security guard and him instantly trying to cover it up.
So this is the Ralph's over here on
Gateway Plaza, yeah.
in Alonzo.
On Ventura Boulevard and Topanga Canyon. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so over there it's Topanga.
Yeah. With the corruption over there, yeah.
So you tried to report it at Topanga?
I have been going to Topanga Division for 15 to 20 years, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of police reports. They will not do one thing at all but try to make me look crazy or like a violent paranoid
Well, I
schizoid.
understand, your frustration.
Uh-huh.
Did you call 911 on any of these times?
No, because he came off like a prankster. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I mean, example, some guy, his initial dialogue was, you have to understand the context, which is for 22 years, your kind's not allowed to take a walk at our park with mass, at this point, worldwide groups, but the community that we don't like you. So if you sit on a bench, no relaxing for you, nigger, you're not allowed here. Groups come out with passive-aggressive provoking tactics, trying to get reactions, just like him. And so he sort of comes off like, I'm a lawyer and I'm friends with people at coffee shops, and you just need to forget, and these very friendly blackmail thugging conversations, right? And I say, listen, I'll do an experiment with you. I won't say one thing to anyone or even pass out a card to the provokers, and we'll see what happens, and I guarantee you by experience it's going to get a lot worse, and it does. But he's lying to me that he's a lawyer and he's putting around an electric scooter, sort of dorky helmet, like it's almost comical, right? Like something out of Mall Cop or something. And there was, I don't know. I learned because he tried to file a restraining order. He's filing a restraining order saying that I tried to hit him with my car and things like that. And I just learned of his name.
Let me look up his name and see if there's a report pending with a detective.
Okay. I did notice, this is a little weird, but I did notice that the group that he's related, he's linked to one guy named Yossi, an Israeli, saying I'm not a real Jewish person, and statements from his friend that he likes to put people in jail. And there seems to be a Jewish Israeli group linked together with this one network terror cell. So.
I'm not seeing any criminal reports generated by a Jason Ryan within the past year and a half.
Okay.
So I don't think there is a pending investigation.
Okay, I think he's
unless it's with a different agency, because this is only LAPD that I can search.
Okay.
What's your first name?
Oh, Kevin.
Kevin?
Yeah.
And your last name?
Perelman, Perelman.
Yeah, I think we've met before.
I've been here, I'm nowhere wide, but I've been here a million times trying to get people to get past the paperwork and actually put a stop to something that is huge and shouldn't be going on. And
I see that you filed like several reports, so it looks like you have been.
Yeah, but they all sort of get dumbed down and used as toilet paper and thrown in the trash, you know.
We can only work with what we have.
But that's the problem is I can provide so much proof of not only just event, but linked unheard of events.
What I would recommend
Uh-huh.
is that when the event is actually occurring,
Okay.
call 911 and generate that 911 call so the officers can do the investigation immediately.
Okay.
Right here, we don't actually take USBs.
You don't?
Because it could have malware on it. You know, we can't.
Okay.
What we do is we
But-
always upload links.
Oh, you do? Well, where? Not on the Relax
So
system.
we send links to the
Okay.
victim or the complainant to upload any footage via our evidence.com portal.
Okay, so this is a good question. What would the process to make my life easy? Because I have to literally, if I were to write reports, it would be a full-time, all-day, everyday job probably. But this is more aggressive. To get something like this generated and to get those upload links.
So it would have to be associated with an open investigation.
An actual, not just a police report, but an actual investigation.
A police report.
Okay, or police
when
report.
You call 911, say in the future, hopefully this doesn't happen again, but if it does, call 911. The officers are conducting the investigation, they do the report for you.
Okay.
They will request for you to upload any relevant video footage via a link.
Okay.
On evidence.com.
Okay.
So that's part of our investigation. That's routine now.
Okay.
We do an investigation.
That sounds newer because.
Yeah, it's been the past like 2-3 years.
Okay.
That's become common. We used to take out the cameras, you know, as like very old school.
Yeah.
So stop doing that.
Okay.
We started taking photos on our cell phones. Then we have now this evidence.com portal where we upload everything and it's in the cloud.
Okay.
So it's more safe for our computers.
Sure. Yeah.
It's just it's more efficient.
Or I'd say more automated. I think is the.
More automated.
Yeah.
So the detectives can see it all.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, because I've never in 20 years, here's video footage, no, we want, here's video footage,
So now it's all, again,
Okay.
we don't take USBs, we'll upload footage via evidence.com.
Okay.
So what I recommend moving forward is the next time one of these incidents occurs,
Okay.
call 911, get that police response and do that investigation right then and there.
Okay.
And then you can contribute all the relevant surveillance footage.
Okay, which would technically be 70 terabytes, but is there a way? I mean, I don't know if this guy's gonna stop. Like at first, I thought he was sort of joking, and then.
Have you tried getting a restraining order against him?
I'm in that process. He actually filed one against me, which is I didn't know who he was. I mean, these people that approached me, they're all anonymous, right? So. That's when I learned when I handed a piece of paper like, hey, you know, you tried to kill me, and what is this guy talking about, right? And okay, so.
So I would say get your own restraining order against him.
Okay.
Anybody can file for one at Van Nuys Court.
Okay.
And then that protects you so that if they grant that restraining order, then anytime he violates it, call us and he can be arrested.
Okay.
In there, and it kind of takes out the middleman and.
Sure. Yeah. Civil. Yeah.
You know, it's not a big song and dance of like, oh, what did he do in the investigation? We verify the restraining order. If you want him to be arrested, he will be.
Okay.
But first, you have to get the restraining order.
Obviously, yeah. Okay. All right. So I guess thank you. There's nothing. I mean, it's
For
just.
that one, again, we don't take USBs because.
But even a paper report stating this event did occur. I mean, there's proof of the event. I mean, would you agree that if someone actually is threatening my life, whether I'm in fear or not, there is a possible danger that maybe this guy's not joking, you know, he could...
From what I heard you say, you believed he was joking.
Yeah, I was laughing on video. Yeah, and then it starts to get worse.
That's why I'm thinking the restraining order route is most appropriate for you.
Okay.
Because it was the kind of thing you thought he's joking, and now you're like a little weirded out by it.
Well, no, because now he's made literal statements that his like, hey, he tried to hit me with his car twice, and you see on this video that none of this, and he leaves out the part where he's blasting a police siren on his scooter saying, "You're under arrest and following me for 4 miles," and you're going, okay, you know.
Impersonating a police officer, it has to be more like in a black and white vehicle, in the uniform, because no police officer.
Okay. No, but would you agree that if some dude, let's just theoretical, you're minding your own business, some dude's basically like, you're not allowed at my park, I'm a police officer, police sirens are blaring, they're chasing you, you're on your property, and you're going like, is this guy holding a bottle of chloroform or something? I mean, I don't know who this guy is, right? Okay, so that in alone is endangering my life or putting me in a situation that...
You gotta call 911 when it's happening.
Okay.
So that we can deal with it at that moment.
Okay.
Because right now what you're describing to me, it's definitely concerning, weird, odd behavior.
Yeah.
Veiled threats, you know, saying you're under arrest, It's not...
Yeah, and then followed up by falsified police reports that I don't know if they...
Again, I didn't see it.
You didn't, but I do have a piece of paper showing that he tried, and there was an arrest with Dincy too at the same time, trying to, this guy's life's in danger, and okay, so.
I mean, you're doing the right thing in terms of keeping all your documentation, because God forbid something happens, but we can, here,
I know, you're.
We can only deal with the strict criteria of what we have. So
what?
right now, I think the best course of action is the restraining order.
Okay.
That's what the totality of what you're describing to me kind of points to.
Okay, is there anything linked, like he states, well, you know, nobody likes, I have 133 people at the park that don't like Kevin, and the reality of the situation is that they're just building hate groups. Like, there's nothing I've done but try to sit on a bench, met with no relaxing for you nigger and things like this.
If somebody, again, call 911 at that moment if you're feeling like that you're under threat or...
Yeah, well, my bigger problem, I'm sure you know who I am with, you know what gang stalking is, right? Okay, so when they come out walking by and whistling at me every day, and that ironically is the bigger crime, even though it appears to be small things, it's small things united. Do you have any process to...
Again, it's in that moment, generate the 911 call.
Okay.
Because that's when the...
But I can only do more aggressive. I mean, 911 is going to be like, hey, 10 people walk by and whistle at me. 911 is going to be like, we don't have time for this, right?
And that's why I'm saying the restraining order, because if it's that guy and you have a restraining order against him and he violates it...
Well, he appears to be the ringleader, but how do you deal with the network terror cells? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a frustrating issue.
It's well, you know, I can't go to jobs or work because of their ongoing crimes against. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Thank you.
Good luck.
So, okay, this is West Valley. Okay, so how much of that was bullshit and how much of that was we can't do anything? Well, you can file a simple report that there's an obsessed loony following this guy around, right? I mean, okay, look, you got 3 incidences here on video showing aggressive stalking behavior. Is my life in danger? I don't know, maybe he just wants to put me in jail for life. Okay, I mean, is that a act of a crime? Yeah, it is, if proven. And because it's based on obsession and stalking and destroying lives, and how much is civil versus how much is criminal or whatever. Why wouldn't you take a report? Okay. Now she states he doesn't have any reports. I mean, is that true? Is that trustable? Are they just trying to make me think that he's Jason Perelman and see if I'm a violent paranoid schizo? I don't think so. By now, I really don't think so. Because I've proven it 100 billion fucking times and they just keep coming after me, right? Okay, you saw the dog thing with the other police officer and you're like, what are you fucking talking about, dogs? And he's fishing for a reaction, right? Now, he might even be hinting about the police trained canines they had the neighbor attacking me with. And the one thing I know here is that they're forcing me into the position to try to stop a plan of people from stalking and hunting and okay. And so now we have proof. Okay, it's no longer hearsay. Kevin's word against this guy's word, but they still won't take the police report. Okay. Now, at the time, we have a continuing event, a never-ending event, and if it's not this guy, it's the next guy, and it's not the next guy, it's the next guy with network terror cell armies. I'm just going to call them for what they are. They're not actual terrorist acts here, but they are in the form of okay, that SD card just filled up. They are in the form of okay, I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna go to this fucking sushi. What is it? Korean bowl? I don't fucking know. One of those joints where they like Korean, where they Korean barbecue, where they circle around and cook the thing really fast. Okay, so now it's 4:16. You're seeing the confusion here. I mean, there's arrests, but there's not arrests. There's no police reports, or are there police reports? We watched them go into the police station trying to file police reports. However, they've been working on me 20 years. You're not allowed at our park, as they state. There's nothing I've done to anyone but be attacked by their insanely worldwide stalking groups. Doesn't seem to be documented in the police computers. Of course it does. It's not your life isn't in danger. Your life is in danger because there's a plan of it. You can't go to jobs. You can't do this. You can't do that. There's 100,000 to 1 million attacks per day. Okay, it's monolithic. The crime is monolithic, and it's one giant joint worldwide conspiracy to execute someone. Now, how do you write a police report about that? Because you can't go after a planet. But you can take out the fucking, cut off the head of the snake, okay? You can fucking, they won't do anything, okay? Well, why didn't you report at the time? Well, you know, you're laughing. I'm on video laughing, like, yeah, you know. Okay, and, I think that shows something good about my personality, that I'm not fucking like my family, shoot first and ask questions later, right? Okay. But they won't do anything. Okay? They won't do a fucking thing. And on any level, even an admission to this, you notice they're not admission. Hey Kevin, we know who you are, and okay, now you say I've been here a million times, you know, gang stalking and this and that. Now, she did admit she knows what gang stalking is. Would she admit that I'm a target with an entire planet? No, she wouldn't. Okay. Because if she would have said, you're Kevin Perelman. I said, yeah, it's still going on. Okay? And that's not happening. Now you're going to say, why isn't that happening? Okay. Well, that's not how police officers behave. No, I think that is how people behave, and everyone behaves, instead of little sort of spy game, two-faced bullshit. Okay, right? So, in essence, they're censoring the data. Okay, they're trying to funnel and filter the data into what they want it to be. But more importantly, you're seeing Topanga Division is fairly aggressive with that officer. What's his name? Jones, who says like he's a chronic report abuser. Dude, this camera never fucking turns off. I guarantee that when he goes home tonight, he's not going to be met with thousands of minute by minute or hour, thousands of things on hour directed at him per camera, and people running around and car vandalisms, and they are the creation. But are they the creation of the problem because they won't help, or are they the creation of the problem because someone in LAPD is being paid off to hunt and stalk and rile the masses against me? Well, it is the latter. We all know it. Okay? My father putting bullet holes in his 300E Mercedes with LAPD, telling the world in secret that I tried to kill or scare him with a gun, and hundreds of things like that obviously aren't true, but they're not going in courtrooms. They're being spewed out to the planet in secret so that you can't defend yourself. Okay, they're fear mongering and riling up a planet of people to execute me in a method where you can't even say anything about it. And then you go to police and you see the hostility. Okay, how my dogs... By the way, those dogs in the car... like I said, appear to have been timed. Like, hey, Kevin's here and you live across the street, pull your car out with dogs in it. But better yet, he was trying to instigate me into a reaction. Now, when I walked outside with the video camera, he got defensive. Okay, no, don't go out there. Okay, right? And like, don't go, wait, you just accused me of something. Like, if he was in front of me, he just accused me of shit. And I went out and got on video, right? Okay, because he's trying to goad me into reactions to say this guy's crazy. And, okay, so then they're mad that I have a video camera. Okay, you think that... and we're gonna hunt you and kill you because you have a video camera and you have proof of these worldwide crimes against you, especially with the police and my father. And do you think there's something not right with the entire situation on every level? Okay, so okay, so no matter how many times, if they're death threats, if they're assaults, if they're this, if they're that, they will not take police reports. And obviously the gang stalking things, which are actually bigger in nature because they're conspiring acts to mentally bludgeon someone's skull, and that's by design. Okay, we want to mentally batter you to death. So they are all related and connected. Okay, so, and the police are intentionally not doing anything because they want to keep the mental bludgeonings going to get what? Reactions. Okay, and how do we know? What proves that? That Asian police officer, I don't remember his name, the statement about the dogs in the car. Okay, not only is the truck that says Kevin Perelman Target in huge letters obviously mine, but they park a black truck. Okay, right? And Jones, well, that's not a death threat. Well, obviously it is. To make the black and white statement that if I see you again, you're dead is not a death threat. It doesn't get anymore. Well, he's not waving a gun at you. Well, that's the act. That's the act of following through with the threat. That's the action. Okay, the threat is a verbal statement. Okay, have video, won't take it. By the way, West Hills there knows I'm coming down because they know Topanga won't help me, correct? For any reason, even if someone chops my arms and legs off with a machete, they won't do anything. Okay, and you have to question why that is, and it's not about business cards, okay? It's what the beginning is. It I didn't know anything about anything, and Mike Huntley, you're a dead man, world of paranoia, working with the police and my father to have me killed. That's the beginning at 29. Technically the beginning's at 5 years old, but that's me finding out. We don't have a lot of battery power. I'm gonna go in here and get some food. They start to verbally get aggressive. Mongolian barbecue, that's what it is. Hi. You're busy today.
Morning, busy. Okay?
Yeah, right here.
Only you?
Just me.
Yeah, any paper there.
Okay. Oh, over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
This side is be cooler.
It's hot everywhere.
Yeah, I'll see you.
Yeah.
Fried chicken. You been here before?
Yeah.
Okay, you know how to do it.
Yeah, you guys still on lunch?
Right now it's
Dinner.
Oh, are they gonna put it in short?
Yeah,
Thank you. Have a good day.
Watch one thing. Yeah.
Okay, so people came in there, started provoking. Okay. Okay, so where are we here? Okay, I'm going home. I gotta get shit done. And so once again, wasted time of trying to stop mass gang stalking groups from hunting me. Reasons we have no clue why it is not only going on, why it is worldwide, and why LAPD or any authoritative organization simply won't lift one finger to stop what I traced down to 5 years old. Okay. Why won't they be proactive on stopping a worldwide mental bludgeoning, set up a frame job operations to eradicate, where everyone's sort of like laughing, like, okay, and like I stated before, it always comes down to how do we make Kevin Perelman look crazy, correct? Okay, so when Officer S of A guy, I think his name is, says, or detective, says, who is Jason Ryan? Who is Jason Ryan, whatever, to me? Jason Ryan, Perelman, Fishman, to me. Well, he's sort of these are parked cars, aren't they? He's sort of simulating the same behaviors as Jason Perelman, right? Okay, but why? What's the reason? So after Jason Ryan Perelman, it might be Jason something else. Or example, why did Jason introduce me to Jason Baum, who is working on me with my father's gun angles with my brother, and when's the next Jason gonna be sent after me, right? Okay, but what's the reasoning? Other than to make it look like I conform to people and am a schizophrenic. That's the only possible close reasoning. Oh, we need gas. Okay. There can be no other reason. Try to make him look crazy, correct? Make him look like a violent paranoid schizo. Okay, so when you're seeing Jones sit there, I won't take the report. He's trying to provoke into reactions, correct? And when you're seeing the Asian guy say, I better take the dogs out of my car, and this weird statements as if he doesn't know which car is mine. And by the way, if the police officer doesn't know which car is mine, why does he tell me which car is mine? Example, hey, some guy's out there and he left dogs in his car in the hot weather, even though the windows are rolled down. Okay, why does it, what does that have to do with Kevin? Instantly, it's your car, and you better do this. Okay, why? I try to explain to him that this envoy I'm in with huge fucking signs and photos of me in a jail, in a pink jail jumpsuit, is my car. Right? I mean, you can't make that mistake here, okay? I need a gas station, and that might be it right here. Okay, so he knows that he's lying instantly. He already knows what car I drive. The world knows what car I drive because there's a planet mad at me for saying something about the crimes against me. So he chooses to provoke. Now he gets really angry when I go outside. I'm gonna fucking see what this guy's talking about, right? Okay. Whatever. Okay, so he gets defensive, like, you know, why are you going outside? Like, well, you just fucking accuse me of shit, right? I'm gonna go outside and get it on video. Okay, right? The Officer Jones, 2 whites there on the right. Officer Jones, 2 whites there on the right. I'm a chronic report taker. I keep coming down. Yeah, there's a fucking 100,000 different things per hour, and they're all linked. Okay, 3 whites there. 2 white vans there. I mean, don't have a right to fucking... No, you don't. We don't want your website. We don't want the signage. We don't want your YouTubes. We don't want your website. We don't want you... You're not allowed to say anything about anything. Okay. The statement that that's not a death threat. If I see you again, you're dead. It doesn't get any more solid than that, okay? I mean, well, he didn't try to kill you. Well, that's not a threat. That's the act. Okay. Okay, you see how they change the wording and definitions, how they want them to be? Okay. Are they obligated to take a police report? Yes. Why? Well, it might never be investigated. Okay, but you still need to take the police report, correct? Do it online. Okay, you do it online. Well, someone threatened your life, going to the police station. Okay? Even going down to this division over here, West Hills, why wouldn't they make the report? What's the problem? Guy can come back. Guy can come back with friends. Guy can... Okay, right? And he has. Okay? So nothing's investigated. It's buried. Why? And then, on top of that, they're trying to make me say things that... out of the movie Men in Black or whatever, like, who is he to you? Right? And you're gonna say... But why are you trying to get me to make it look like I conform to media? Why not just stop the crime? I flat out state these people are trying to make me look like a violent, paranoid, schizo, or crazy. Why keep it going? These are people in police uniforms. Okay, that's the point here. That if you're wondering where this crime spree against a 5-year-old starts, it's those people in police uniforms with my father. Okay. So now you're coming into the reality of the situation that who was paid in LAPD to do what? Like put bullet holes in a 300E Mercedes. Okay, everything that if it's investigated is all going to come down to these daily, minute-by-minute daily events for 46 years and who's responsible, correct? And that's going to come to my family. Okay. So, okay, now the black guy, remember some of these death threats, no relaxing for you nigger, and some of those people are black. Okay. The highest rate of aggression in coffee shops are by black women. Your kind's not allowed here. Okay, so that's linking to Officer Jones. Okay. Okay, 4 left, 4 white cars. There at Pierce, side of the road. Okay, we need gas. Death threats, follow-throughs. Police still unwilling to even put it on paper. Why not put it on paper? It's a paper trail. Cops won't do it. Won't even put it on paper. They're trying to see if I'm crazy. No, they already know I'm not crazy. They knew that, let's just say 22 years ago, but they knew that way before then. Okay, they're not trying to see if I'm crazy. They're trying to make me look crazy. Why? What are they trying to hide? I think the most important, police angry that I have a camera on me. videoing everything. Well, I mean, don't you think that I've been forced into that position? At no point will they ever help me on any level. Okay? And when I don't have the camera, they sure shit don't help either. Okay, so, why wouldn't you put it on paper? Okay, doesn't make any sense. Okay, so I'm turning down here on Oxnard. This is the intersection of Jason Ryan, his death threat. I'm going to the gas station right here. Jason Ryan, Perelman, Fishman. And, gas here on fumes. Okay. This is the intersection where I did instigate it, but he's, you know, he has 5 other provokings prior. So he's fueling the fire. You can only take it for so long, right? The abuse. And that's also with a planet of people stalking you, minute by minute. Okay. Alright, so cars together there, one red car in the corner there, and by that red car there's 2 more red cars here. This battery is about to die. I thought I had one more. Okay, 2 reds together here. This is important. There's red to my left here too. 2 reds here, 1 backwards. And then there's another red over here backwards. And oh no, it's orange. And okay, and as my battery's about to die, 2 reds there in that empty area. I should say that area there where nothing's around but 2 reds. Okay, so that makes it obvious. The mental illness tactics, then the random backwards and pairs of 2s and all the other things. Okay, so that's just a random parking lot here after filling up with gas. As you can see, LAPD will not help on any level, but try to make it look like I suffer from mental illness. And you're going to ask yourself why. What is it they have? What are they trying to hide? What are they trying to cover up by watching a worldwide murder operation to kill me? And then cover it up by saying I suffer from mental illness and nothing's going on. Hence, Officer Jones there lies that I'm a chronic police report taker. Okay, and yet 0 events my entire life they've ever really tried to get on paper. Okay, wondering if they're even going to the computer after they write them on paper, correct? Okay, so okay, so as we come home, this battery is probably not going to last more than a minute or 2 here as I'm coming home. Let's see how long it lasts, and we'll see what. I'm going to note the yellow here shirt on that guy, and then because we got a few groups of yellows, and then go in, and it's Thursday, 5:24 p.m. I try to focus on getting some things done. And we'll see how bad the mental illness tactics are around my block. If the battery, they won't do anything about this either. They won't even patrol and document. Okay, we have 2 spread white Mercedes on Burbank here. Usually when we see the Mercedes show up, there's like 6 of them or more. Okay. This area hasn't increased too much. I'm sure it will later. And I'll note the red down here. There's a red Honda Accord. And this Lexus has been here for a couple of days now. I sort of documented him with a different Lexus. And we'll note the red Accord and the red car here. So 2 spread reds